Have you ever stopped to think about the tiny moments and small choices that shape our lives? Most people spend years chasing big events, graduations, promotions, awards, or sudden opportunities, believing that these milestones define their path. But the truth is, life is often changed by things we barely notice. The things we do, the habits we form, and even the small decisions we make every day can quietly reshape our future in ways we never imagined. This video is about 10 such things, small, simple, yet powerful forces that have transformed people's lives without them even realizing it. Imagine waking up every day without a clear plan. You grab your phone, scroll through social media, maybe check some news, and before you know it, hours have passed. You feel busy, but are you really moving forward? Millions of people live like this every day, reacting to life instead of designing it. What if one small change, like planning your day for just 5 minutes, could increase your productivity, improve your mindset, and set you on a path to success? That is just one of the 10 things we will explore in this video. Throughout history, countless individuals have experienced life-altering transformations due to choices that seemed insignificant at the time. A student decides to read 10 pages of a book each day, and years later, this habit becomes the foundation of a successful career. A teenager chooses to learn a new skill online instead of spending hours on a video game, and this decision opens doors to opportunities they never imagined. These aren't stories of instant miracles or sudden luck, they are examples of consistent, small actions that compound over time to produce extraordinary results. We often overlook the power of awareness. Being mindful of our routines, our thoughts, and our environment can reveal opportunities that would otherwise go unnoticed. For instance, someone may start volunteering once a week without expecting anything in return, only to build connections, develop new skills, and eventually find a career or passion that defines their life. The world is full of hidden possibilities, and the key is noticing them and acting. Another important factor is the influence of knowledge. Many people underestimate how learning something new, even if it seems unrelated to their goals, can change their perspective and, ultimately, their life path. Reading, watching educational videos, listening to podcasts, or simply observing the world around us can spark ideas and inspire changes we never thought possible. Knowledge doesn't just make you smarter, it reshapes your habits, decisions, and the trajectory of your life. In this video, we focus on 10 specific things that have quietly, yet profoundly, transformed people's lives. They are not glamorous. They don't involve fame, wealth, or extraordinary talent. Instead, they are practical, achievable, and deeply impactful. By the end of this video, you'll discover strategies, habits, and insights that you can implement immediately to start improving your own life. These 10 things have been tested and proven, not just in the lives of famous individuals, but in ordinary people who took small steps every day and achieved extraordinary results. As you watch, consider your own habits and routines. Ask yourself, what small change can I make today that could improve my life in the long run? Which overlooked opportunity might lead to growth if I pay attention to it? Reflection is the first step toward meaningful change, and this video is designed to guide you through that reflection, point by point. So, get ready to explore 10 life-changing things that have impacted people in unexpected ways. These are not quick fixes or trendy hacks, they are enduring principles that have proven their power across cultures, generations, and contexts. By understanding and applying them, you'll gain insights into your own life, develop better habits, and unlock opportunities that might have remained hidden otherwise. Without further ado, let's dive into the first life-changing thing, and discover how a small, unnoticed decision can lead to profound transformation. The first thing that has quietly changed countless lives without people even realizing it is the power of daily habits. It may sound simple, even obvious, but the truth is that the routines we follow every single day have a profound impact on who we become over time. Small actions, repeated consistently, compound into remarkable results, whether in personal growth, learning, or success. Consider this: waking up at the same time each day, dedicating just 30 minutes to reading, or taking a short walk every morning may seem insignificant. Yet, when these actions are repeated day after day, month after month, they accumulate into transformative experiences. One student, for example, decided to spend 20 minutes every morning writing down his goals and priorities. At first, it felt tedious and unnecessary. However, over the years, this small habit sharpened his focus, improved his productivity, and eventually helped him achieve a level of success he had never imagined. Habits influence not only our productivity but also our mindset. Positive habits such as journaling, exercising, or practicing gratitude reshape the way we think and perceive challenges. A simple morning routine can set the tone for the entire day, impacting decisions, interactions, and opportunities. On the other hand, negative habits, such as procrastination, excessive screen time, or skipping meals, quietly drain energy and limit potential. Most people don't notice the slow erosion caused by harmful habits until years later, which is why conscious habit building is so critical. The science behind habits is fascinating. Psychologists explain that our brains form routines through repetition, creating neural pathways that make certain behaviors automatic. This means that the more consistently you perform a positive action, the easier it becomes over time. Likewise, breaking a negative habit requires awareness and deliberate effort. Understanding this mechanism allows anyone to harness the power of habits intentionally, rather than being controlled by them unknowingly. Many extraordinary achievements are not the result of sudden inspiration but the outcome of well-established habits. Take the example of a famous author who wrote 500 words every day without fail. It wasn't glamorous, and no one noticed the effort at first. But years later, those daily 500 words became hundreds of published articles and several books that inspired millions. Similarly, athletes often attribute their success to routine practice, diet, and sleep schedules rather than natural talent alone. The common factor is consistency, the invisible force that compounds small actions into massive results. Habits also impact mental health and emotional resilience. Engaging in daily activities like meditation, reading, or learning a new skill strengthens the mind, reduces stress, and improves overall well-being. Someone who starts their day with mindfulness or reflection may handle challenges more calmly and make better decisions under pressure. Over time, this emotional balance influences relationships, career growth, and personal satisfaction, all without the individual realizing the subtle, ongoing effect of their daily choices. One practical approach to harnessing habits is to start small. Begin with something manageable, a 10-minute walk, reading a page or two of a book, or writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day. The goal is not to overwhelm yourself but to create a foundation that can grow over time. These small steps often snowball into bigger habits and achievements. Consistency matters far more than intensity. A habit practiced daily, even minimally, will always outperform sporadic bursts of effort. Another key strategy is accountability. Sharing your goals or tracking progress encourages commitment and reinforces habits. Many successful people keep journals, planners, or digital trackers to monitor their routines. Even the act of acknowledging progress, however minor, reinforces positive behavior and motivates further action. Over time, these habits become part of a personal identity. I am someone who reads daily. I am someone who exercises, or, I am someone who plans my day intentionally. Identifying with positive habits makes them more resilient and automatic. Finally, it is important to recognize that habits are flexible and can be adapted to fit individual goals and lifestyles. There is no one-size-fits-all approach. The key is intentionality, being aware of what you are doing, why you are doing it, and how it affects your long-term growth. Even habits as simple as drinking water first thing in the morning, avoiding negative news, or limiting social media can quietly, yet powerfully, change your life over time. In conclusion, the first life-changing thing is clear: your daily habits define your life more than any single decision or event. Small actions, repeated consistently, create momentum, shape character, and open doors to opportunities that might otherwise remain hidden. By understanding and intentionally building positive habits, anyone can quietly transform their life, without needing extraordinary talent, wealth, or luck. What you do every day, even when it seems insignificant, matters far more than you realize. The second thing that can quietly transform someone's life without them realizing it is focused learning. In a world overflowing with information, the ability to learn effectively and intentionally is more valuable than ever. Many people spend hours scrolling social media, watching videos, or reading random articles, yet they rarely see tangible results from their knowledge. Focused learning, on the other hand, allows individuals to acquire skills, insights, and understanding that have a long-lasting impact on their personal and professional lives. Focused learning isn't just about studying harder, it's about studying smarter. It means choosing topics that align with your goals, breaking information into manageable chunks, and applying what you learn consistently. For example, someone might decide to spend 30 minutes each day mastering a skill like coding, writing, or public speaking. At first, progress may seem slow, but over time, the knowledge accumulates, creating expertise and opening opportunities that were previously unreachable. Many successful individuals credit their achievements to intentional learning rather than innate talent. Entrepreneurs, scientists, and artists alike often dedicate hours daily to studying their craft, understanding trends, or exploring new ideas. This type of focused learning transforms curiosity into competence. It also gives people a sense of direction and control, reducing the randomness of life and allowing them to shape their own path. One striking example comes from a young programmer who, at the age of 15, decided to dedicate just 1 hour a day to learning new programming languages. He avoided distractions like social media and entertainment during this hour, focusing solely on solving coding challenges and building small projects. Within a few years, his skills surpassed those of college graduates in the field. By his early 20s, he was not only employed at a top tech company but also creating innovative software that impacted thousands of users. This transformation started with consistent, focused learning that seemed insignificant at the time. Focused learning also enhances critical thinking. When individuals engage deeply with a subject, they learn to analyze, question, and understand complexities rather than simply memorize information. This skill applies to all areas of life, from problem solving at work to making personal decisions. People who practice focused learning tend to notice patterns, identify opportunities, and make informed choices that others might overlook. Over time, this capability quietly shapes life outcomes in profound ways. Another key component of focused learning is application. Knowledge alone is not enough, it must be put into action. A student might learn leadership principles from books, but unless they apply these principles in school projects, clubs, or team activities, the knowledge has limited impact. Action reinforces learning, builds confidence, and often leads to opportunities that pure theoretical knowledge cannot provide. By actively practicing skills, individuals internalize lessons and make them part of their identity. The benefits of focused learning also extend to personal growth and resilience. By learning deliberately, people develop patience, discipline, and problem-solving abilities. They become more adaptable to change because they are continuously acquiring new tools and perspectives. For instance, someone who consistently studies communication skills may find it easier to navigate conflicts, persuade others, or build meaningful relationships. These advantages accumulate silently, yet they fundamentally change the trajectory of life. Practical strategies for focused learning include setting clear goals, breaking content into small sections, using active recall and repetition, and minimizing distractions. For example, someone might use the Pomodoro technique, 25 minutes of deep focus followed by a short break, to absorb material more efficiently. Another method is deliberate practice, which involves identifying weaknesses and targeting them systematically until improvement occurs. These strategies ensure that learning is not only effective but also sustainable over the long term. Moreover, technology can enhance focused learning if used wisely. Educational platforms, online courses, and interactive tools provide structured content that helps learners progress steadily. However, it is crucial to avoid multitasking or passive consumption, which can dilute the benefits of learning. Focused, intentional engagement is what transforms knowledge into life-changing skills. Finally, focused learning fosters a mindset of continuous improvement. When individuals dedicate themselves to learning, they become more aware of their potential and the opportunities available to them. They develop confidence in their ability to tackle challenges and innovate. The compounding effect of small, daily learning habits can quietly lead to significant achievements, creating a life that is richer, more purposeful, and more successful than they could have imagined. In conclusion, focused learning is a powerful, life-changing habit. By dedicating time each day to acquire knowledge intentionally, practicing skills, and applying insights, individuals can quietly transform their abilities, mindset, and opportunities. Unlike sudden luck or talent, the benefits of focused learning accumulate steadily, often unnoticed until the results are extraordinary. Every hour spent learning intentionally is an investment in a future self that is more skilled, confident, and capable, someone ready to seize opportunities and create meaningful success.